What I'd like to do here is to start with some fundamentals of algebra that I think would help alleviate the issues we're having with rational expressions and more complicated algebra-looking problems. Um, this first example here, 3x equals 12, is an example that I think most any algebra student can solve. And I think we both intuitively know that we handle 3x equals 12 by dividing 3 on both sides. Well, why do we choose to divide by 3 on both sides? Well, 3 is attached to x by multiplication, and the inverse operation, of course, is division. So we divide by 3 on both sides, thus leaving 3 divided by 3 on the left side, 1x, equals 12 divided by 4 on the right side, or 12 divided by 3, I should say, on the right side equals 4. Great. Now we move on to the second example. Of course, it's the same exact starting spot as the first example, only this time I'm not going to go with my intuition and isolate the variable immediately. What I'm going to choose to do is to multiply both sides by 2, or distribute 2 to both terms. And so 2 times 3x gives us 6x on the left, and 2 times 12 gives us 24. Now I'll proceed with my initial reaction to the first example and choose division on both sides because 6 is attached to x by multiplication. 6 divided by 6 is, again, 1x, and 24 divided by 6, of course, is 4. And as you see, we have the same answer. So what happened was, both of these equations had options. The first option I chose was to just immediately isolate the variable and go for a solution. On the second one, I exercised my option to change both sides of the equation in the same fashion, thus not changing my solution. And so no matter how ugly the equation gets, I always have that option. I exercise that option when it creates easier arithmetic for me in the end. So of course, for this one, simply straightforward, isolate the variable. But in some of the rational expressions that we'll deal with, or rational equations I should say, we'll choose this method. And although it might seem an extra step up front, it makes the mathematics easier for us at the backside.